Hi, this is Kevin Greer of A.R.K World Outreach Ministries in Chicago. Thanks for joining me. Let's talk today about tomorrow's miracles and bringing tomorrow's miracles into today. And you might say, well, what's tomorrow's miracles? You know, I call them mañana miracles. Mañana miracles, tomorrow's miracles. And mañana being the Spanish word for tomorrow. So what are mañana miracles? Basically, mañana miracles are miracles that we believe God can do, but that we don't believe God can do now. And the reason why we don't believe that God can do them now is because deep down, a lot of people don't want to be disappointed. But when a person doesn't want to be disappointed and doesn't allow themselves to believe, then that is an indication of a lack of faith. And without faith, as you know, as it says in Hebrews 11:6, it's impossible to please God. So when we secretly say or hold this part in ourselves that says, I know God can do it, but he just won't do it now. You won't allow yourself to believe that God can do it now. It'll never happen. So let's look at a very familiar scripture. And this is in the 2nd chapter of the Gospel of John. And this is Jesus at the marriage and the wedding feast of Cana of Galilee with his mother and with his disciples and his brothers. So this was the very familiar story where they ran out of wine. And Jesus' mother turned to him and said, they've run out of wine. They lack wine. And Jesus said, well, what have I to do with that? My hour is not yet come. In other words, he was saying, this is a miracle for another day. This isn't today's miracle. Now, the remarkable thing here is that his mother, she didn't even regard what Jesus said in this particular instance. She didn't get into a discussion with him. She just turned to the servants and said, whatever he tells you to do, do it. Now, in that brief scripture, this is John 2:5. That brief scripture is the key to seeing tomorrow's miracles happen today. She didn't say to the servants, you know, my son's got a couple of ideas that if you follow them, you know, it might work out for you, or he's got a couple of suggestions. He's run into this situation before, so he's got some experience with it. She didn't say anything. She said, whatever he tells you to do, do it. And I think this is the problem with a lot of people, because they won't see the miracle because they're not willing to do whatever. They're only willing to go so far. But these servants obeyed Jesus to the T. And that's the key to seeing tomorrow's miracles happen today. It's obedience. They took what they had, some unused water jars that were used for the purification of the Jews. Jesus said, fill them up. So in other words, he was telling them, you do what you can do, and then I'll do what you can't do. And that's all God is saying. In order to bring these miracles into today, use what God has already given you. As God said to Moses before he was about to go against Pharaoh, what's in your hand? Use that rod. That thing you think is insignificant is just the thing that God's going to use to show his glory through. So he gets the glory. So listen, obey God, trust his every word, believe what he says, follow his word, do whatever he says, and watch tomorrow's miracles happen today. God bless you.